Hello my friends, I hope you're having an amazing week. Today we have an extra fun activity where we are going to learn about the anatomy of a pumpkin. Specifically, we are going to be working on this worksheet that you have in your packet this week. And what better way to find out what's on the inside of a pumpkin than to actually carve one and take it apart and see what's in there for ourselves. So let's go inside and check it out. Alright my friends, we're back inside with the pumpkin, and I've got my two assistants, my daughter Anella and my daughter Avery. So if we're looking at this pumpkin, is there anything that we can label that's on the outside that we can see without cutting it open? Girls, do you know?
It's the stem. Yes.
That's right, the stem at the very top of the pumpkin. And it's what connects the pumpkin to the rest of the plant, and it's how it gets water and nutrients. Very good. Now there's one more thing that we can label on our pumpkin on our worksheet, but it's not actually on this pumpkin. Does anybody know what it is? Anella?
The vine.
Yes, the vine. The vine would normally come out of the stem, maybe somewhere farther along the stem, but there will be lots of vines that go around the pumpkin, and those have leaves on them which absorb sunlight, which help the pumpkin to create food. Right. Okay, so now I think it's going to be time to carve the pumpkin and look on the inside. So now I've got my very special carving tool, which you will definitely need adult supervision for. And I'm going to make a cut around the top and then go down in the back.
Yeah, and see
so that we can see everything that's inside the pumpkin?
Yeah, we have to see what's inside the pumpkin.
Alright, so let's get started with that. Now, let's see what we got.
Oh! That's a lot of things in there.
Cool.
Awesome. That's the awesome. This is actually cool. Whoa!
Wow. Here's the inside of our pumpkin. And now, we've already identified the vine and the stem, or where they would be on our worksheet. But now let's look at the next thing. What do you think, girls, could be the pulp?
The pulp? I think the pulp these seeds.
Oh.
Stick them together so they stay in.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
stringy
Yeah.
stuff.
The stringy stuff,
It's
right.
Stay in. Stay in.
And then I think you just noticed the other thing. What was the other thing you saw?
The seeds.
The seeds, right. These little white ovals here.
Yep. The white.
These are all pumpkin seeds. And this stuff,
You can also eat them.
the strands, it's called fibrous strands. It's also called pulp. And I've also heard them called brains before. These are the pumpkin brains. Pretty cool.
A fun fact about the seeds is you can actually eat them after you cook them.
Right. Very good.
But
You got a fun fact about a pumpkin? What is it?
you can't eat the brains.
Oh, maybe not. Well, and I know too that this
Is the outside.
is the meat of the pumpkin.
Yeah, it's the meat.
So the skin is on the outside, and this part right here, if you take off the skin, you can cook it, and that's what you would make pumpkin pie with.
Yeah. Guys, if you
Yummy.
I
Very
love
cool.
pie.
All right, well, I think there's one more thing we can do with our pumpkin.
Yes, we can make a face.
Yeah, let's make a face. All right, my friends, the pumpkin has all been cleared out, and I've drawn some simple shapes on the front to make a face. I drew triangles for the eyes and for the nose. And then I did kind of a simple mouth, just a long curved line for the bottom of the mouth.
And the tooth.
And then a straight line for the top of the mouth. And I drew one tooth.
Yeah,
kind of like a funny looking tooth right in the middle there.
Yeah.
And so now I'm going to cut this out. And we're going to make a jack-o'-lantern. Just to recap, this is our pumpkin. Inside the pumpkin, we find the pulp. Inside the pulp, we find the seeds. On top of the pumpkin, out here, we would see a vine coming off of the stem. And right on top is our stem. Good job, friends. Wow, that was so much fun. I love carving pumpkins. It's one of my favorite things to do in the fall. Were you able to carve a pumpkin this year? I hope so. If you were, if you remember what it looks like, maybe you could draw a picture of it in your science notebook and maybe write a sentence about it, or write a sentence about what your favorite thing to do is in fall. And you know, I think there's one more thing that I want to do with the pumpkin I just carved. I think I want to put a candle in it and see how it looks in a dark room. So let's go do that before we say goodbye. Come on. All right, make sure you have an adult do any of the candles, okay? We got the candles in there, and we're gonna go set it up in the bathroom. All right, we're in the bathroom. You girls ready to see what the pumpkin looks like?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Cool. All right, that's it for today, my friends. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you're able to get to carve a pumpkin, and thank you, you two, for your help.
Bye.
See you next time.